Greetings to all of you, my dear friends. I hope you have made a full recovery from the hacking of Bybit. Considering that it caused a shakeup in the market, it is possible that this hack primarily affected users who actively trade futures. At the very least, this is the case. The market is still moving in a sideways direction at the moment, despite the fact that it recently displayed indications of recovery. Today, we will talk about this event, as well as the news that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is getting ready to close its doors in the United States, which is fantastic news for those who hold XRP. What comes after this? Yesterday, I posted a message in my Telegram channel in which I discussed this news. The information was discovered late at night, and we will go into further detail about it today. We will also discuss a significant date, which is the 27th of February in the year 2025. The majority of the topics that will be discussed at the SEC meeting that will take place on this day are related to XRP. Regulation, governance, and the exchange-traded fund, ETF for XRP, will be discussed at this meeting. In addition to this, we will discuss David Schwartz's assertion that if transaction fees were eliminated entirely, it would have the potential to turn the world upside down. With regard to the cryptocurrency market, it is essential to take into consideration the fact that it continues to be in a state of stagnation. Despite the fact that alternative cryptocurrencies displayed indications of recovery yesterday, there have been no significant bullish movements so far. Ethereum's price has increased to $2,800, representing a gain of 4% over the past week. Although hackers were successful in stealing a significant amount of Ethereum from Bybit, there has been very little of an effect on the price of Ethereum. Moreover, recent reports have suggested that the hackers who targeted Bybit may have a connection to the scams involving Solana meme coins. It has been my position on multiple occasions that it is not a viable strategy to invest $100 in each newly created meme coin on Solana. Considering that there are already 12 million of these coins, it is extremely unlikely that one will come across a gem among them. A score of 40 out of 100 indicates that the market sentiment is currently in a state of neutrality. Holders of cryptocurrencies are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the altcoin season, which has not yet arrived. A great number of investors are experiencing anxiety as a result of the fact that Bitcoin has not been able to break through its all-time high of $109,000. When it comes to XRP, the weekly time frame indicates that we will most likely end the week slightly higher than $2.56, which also happens to be an important support level at the moment. Due to the 14th of February, in recent trading, the price of XRP has fluctuated between $2.56 and $2.77. In the event that this range is broken, the subsequent movement will be determined by whether the bulls or the bears are in the driver's seat. Since 2022, it is not only obvious that major players have been amassing XRP, but they have also been making profits from their holdings of the cryptocurrency. Because of this, there is a possibility that the price will drop below $2 and retest the previous level of $1.79. The fact that XRP is still trading below the 50-day moving average is a sign of weakness. There is a possibility that the sideways movement will continue for several months, with a range that begins at $2.30 and ends at $2.89. The failure of XRP to break out could be an indication that it is being distributed. On the other hand, I am certain that an altcoin season will eventually arrive, which will be to the advantage of XRP. For the time being, we will have to wait and see how the sideways action develops. When one considers the XRPE versus VTC pair, one notices that the pattern is still the same. It is challenging to establish that a bullish flag is present at this stage. If the price of XRP falls below 2,500 satoshis, it is likely that bears will take control. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is getting ready for a shutdown in the United States. A Russian translation was included in the post that I made about this in my Telegram channel the day before yesterday. According to the official announcement, in the event that the United States government is forced to shut down owing to delays in the budget, in tandem with other federal agencies, the SEC's operational status will undergo a paradigm shift. In accordance with the contingency plan of the organization, certain essential systems, such as Edgar, will continue to function normally going forward. Although it may be premature to assert that the Securities and Exchange Commission, ESEC, is completely disbanding, Elon Musk has already established DOG in order to keep track of the SEC's activities prior to the possibility of Trump's return. Certainly, this is a fascinating new development. In addition, I am confident that the Ripple vs SEC case will be resolved by the end of this year. In addition, the 27th of February is an important period of of time. The Sunshine Act meeting will take place on this day, and the topics of discussion will center on the regulation of XRP and the exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP. Public attendance will not be permitted at this meeting. It is possible that the market will experience increased volatility in the days that follow the meeting, but this will depend on the outcome. In a recent statement, David Schwartz stated that if payment fees were to decrease to zero, the world will undergo a reversal. What email did for communication, XRP hopes to accomplish for the banking industry. When it was first introduced, no one believed in email. However, as the internet developed, it became an indispensable. When I was younger, I used ICQ and Skype. More recently, Telegram came into existence. As a result of the widespread adoption of electronic communication, it is anticipated that the same transformation will occur in the realm of financial transactions involving XRP. Happened regardless of the circumstances. It is a given that 1. The actual delivery of goods using the shipping container, which was the beginning of globalization, and the change that brought about globalization began. With the advent of the internet, we witnessed a revolution in the dissemination of information. The question that we do not know, however, is what the TCP/IP of money is. What is the value of the container that is being shipped? However, we do not yet know that. Despite this, there is going to be that one. That is a verifiable fact. Additionally, this will result in alterations. And another thing that I want to make sure you understand is that one of the changes that I believe will occur, and that I believe will be significant, is that the size of payments is going to decrease, and it will decrease by a significant amount. A significant number of you in this room most likely have jobs, and you most likely receive your paychecks every 2 weeks or twice a month. Now, why is that the case? It's likely that you pay your bills once a month. Now, why is that the case? The reason for this is that payments are cumbersome and expensive. However, if payments were easy and inexpensive, then the frequency of those transactions could increase. There is a possibility that money will come to you while you are working. In order to pay for the place where you are staying, you could send money to your landlord in a stream. Now, I am aware that those sound like an idiot, and I will be completely honest with you. To be sure, they are. In addition, I'll tell you something. If we were having a conversation about email in the late 1990s and you asked me, what are people going to use email for? I'll tell you everything. It's highly unlikely that I would have been able to provide you with the examples that are on everyone in this room. Probably has email on it and probably has hundreds of messages that look nothing like the messaging that existed in the late 1990s or the mail that was sent through the postal service. None of that was something I could have anticipated. In the year 2000, if you had asked me if the internet had sufficient bandwidth, I would have responded by saying that it most certainly does have a sufficient amount of bandwidth. Would it have been possible for me to have imagined Netflix and video on demand? That is absolutely absurd, isn't it? In other words, the cost of bandwidth is excessively high for that. On the other hand, the internet enabled the cost of bandwidth to be reduced to zero. In addition, if the cost of payments were to be reduced to zero, the world would be a different place. Additionally, I will explain some of the ways in which I believe that is going to change, as well as the implications of those changes. From point A to point B, XRP is designed to facilitate the transfer of money in a seamless manner. In comparison to Bitcoin, it has a very low effect on the environment and almost no fees associated with transactions. According to statements made by John Reed Stark, a former chief of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Ripple's appeal is the next major legal battle that is on the horizon. Ripple may be in a position to achieve success if the Securities and Exchange Commission adopts a more favorable stance regarding the regulation of cryptocurrencies. Could XRP reach $30 in price? Some people believe that the government of the United States XRP could be included in the strategic reserve system. If additional alternative cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum or Solana are included in this reserve, it is highly likely that XRP will follow suit, which will result in a significant increase in price. Another interesting post that I shared yesterday was about the bull market trends that XRP is expected to experience in 2013, 2017, 2021, and 2025. There is a possibility that XRP will experience another parabolic rise, according to historical patterns. In a matter of time, it will happen. Ripple must prevail in its case against the SEC in order for XRP to continue its upward trajectory. Ripple will have a much simpler time going public through an initial public offering, IPO, if this occurs. Furthermore, major companies such as BlackRock may soon submit applications for exchange-traded funds, ETFs,